From the Bob Mills Weather Center, the Oklahoma weather expert, Travis Meyer.
Well, it was a good day to get started. And I tell you what, last night, it was a good time to be able to be at First Baptist Tulsa. We just thanked a whole bunch of volunteers that work on so many projects, and one of those this year was Trav's Coats for Kids. Catholic Charities was unable to help this year because they're very busy with the resettlement of a lot of folks that are coming in from different parts of the country, or the world really, into Tulsa, and they were taking care of that. So First Baptist came to the rescue, and we just want to thank all those folks that volunteer hours and hours and hours of time behind the scenes. Well, spring is in bloom, and Mama Bennett sent us this picture in. This is in front of Mama's yard there, and I don't know exactly what those bushes are named. Usually I know those types of bushes, but I don't particularly there. We've got a lot of trees in bloom as well. Spring has sprung, but that also means the threat of severe weather comes with that as well. So we've got a big storm system sitting out in California. You can see that circulation feature in there. Also, when we overlay some of the moisture, you can see it's raining in California. You see in the green there with some of the clouds, even some rain trying to get into Arizona, where it seems like it hasn't rained at all. And then this is a big system, so a lot of clouds will be headed our way over the course of the next 24 to 48 hours. You talk about a warm day all the way to the Canadian border. Temperatures were in the 70s all the way up into northern portions of Montana. Then just on the opposite side, we're talking about bitter cold weather that's come in from out of Lake Hudson in Canada, and that is extremely cold air. And they've had snow, and there was terrible traffic accidents up there as well. We're talking about temperatures still mild tonight. 57 right now at Miami, 59 over in Fayetteville, but you can see 70s in the center part of the state. And we have strong south winds and higher humidity coming in as well. So by morning, it's partly to mostly cloudy across the area. Temperatures will be in the 50s on the east side of our viewing area, 60s around Tulsa to the south and west. Passing sprinkle or two in the morning. Some of that energy from the initial parts of the storm system will be passing through, just enough, maybe a squeeze of raindrop or two. And then during the afternoon, most of us will be partly cloudy to cloudy, upper 70s where we have a little bit more sun. We might even hit 80 in Bartlesville and Osage County. Again, it's going to take a little while, but an explosion of storms is going to happen as we get on into tomorrow night. Now, those storms will fire along a dry line, and as that starts to fire to the east and move east, they're going to grow in intensity. So some severe weather is likely around the Oklahoma City area by about 11 o'clock to midnight, and then our chances of strong to severe thunderstorms from midnight and then moving on through about 2 o'clock in the morning. By 3 o'clock, they should be to the east of Tulsa, and then they'll continue to move for you guys on the east side from about 2:30 to 3 on over to about 4:30 to 5, and then it'll be rapidly moving off into Arkansas. Leading edge could have a few areas where we could have a little bit of spinning going on. That's why there is a chance of a few tornado warnings being issued, and we want you to be aware of that. Temperatures in the morning will be very mild, though. Will be around 60, and then during the afternoon, there's a cold front that comes in, and our temperatures fall into the 40s. We call that inverted temperatures, and so what does that mean? That just means it's warmer in the morning, colder in the afternoon. We have a few showers remaining, especially if you're north and east of Tulsa. So overall, what we're going to be looking for is a higher threat of severe weather across the areas in yellow, and that means about 2/3 of the state is going to be that way, including western Arkansas. We peak out during the overnight time period, and that's, of course, a lot of folks are in bed, so we're going to have to just kind of make sure you're aware and make sure you're prepared just in case some of the storms get a little carried away. Remember, our weather apps will be handy. As far as wind, that's probably the highest probability of what's going to happen severe weather-wise. Unfortunately, there is a small risk of isolated spin-ups of tornadoes, and a few cores of hail are going to be possible. Not expecting tons, but just make sure you have your severe weather safety kit, and also practice your safety drills with your kids when you get a chance. This is a good time of year to do it so that nobody freaks out. You just get it taken care of, and everybody knows what to do. And don't forget, download our News on 6 weather app. That is probably the best thing that you can possibly do. As we look on into the extended forecast, we have a good chance of rain multiple times from Tulsa to the east. And here's Longhorn from Stephanie Gross. And I tell you what, pollen is exploding right now across the area, and our temperatures are sitting at 67 degrees. The humidity is going up at 55%. And our forecast looks like this: 63, very mild in the morning. By the time we get to noontime, we're in the 70s. And then by afternoon, we're still in the upper 70s. Gusty south winds, and you'll notice the humidity levels are so much higher, and that high humidity values will also lead to the chance of thunderstorms. And then we go from kind of mild in the morning on Wednesday to kind of cold in the afternoon with strong north winds. And then we rebound during the weekend, but there is a chance of rain, a few thunderstorms Friday night into Saturday.